With the Oscars starting tomorrow, I want to give my 2 cents on ranking the Best Picture nominations. Really awful. This is my number 10 spot. I cannot believe it's been nominated for so much stuff. Don't get me wrong, there's some good stuff within the film, but honestly, overall, it's just a mess. Number 9 is Conclave. Conclave is just, I'm just gonna forget about it after a while. It's a good movie, don't get me wrong, but at the end of the day, I'm just not really gonna put this one on ever again. I'm a sucker for biopics, and I'm not even a huge Bob Dylan fan, but this kind of made me a Bob Dylan fan. You know, I'm listening to some of his music now, and I'm starting to get the idea. But to be honest, the movie was just okay. Number 7 is I'm Still Here. Don't get me wrong, the movie is great. However, I don't think it needed to be over 2 hours. I think it was really long. And this was a very impactful and very gut-wrenching film. But at the end of the day, I do like the films above this more. Still a great film. And number 6 is the movie that I saw recently, Nickel Boys. Nickel Boys was fantastic. I do also think it was a little too long. However, I think the performances are stellar. The camera work is great. I don't think the first person was a gimmick. I think it actually serves the story really well. At times it did feel a little bit style over substance, but overall a really great film. And number 5 is Wicked. I have never seen Wicked, and I was so shocked when I came out of the theater, kind of really loving it. I could not believe my eyes, my ears. It was great all around. Of course, the film isn't perfect. There are some things that are a little weird, but overall the performances are fantastic. I don't necessarily love John M. Chu, but I think he did his thing here, and I am looking forward for the sequel. And number 4 is The Brutalist. This film is crazy. This film is long. This film is slow, but man, Adrian Brody puts this one on his shoulders and is carrying the hell out of this movie. It's great. The cinematography, gorgeous. I'm not really sure about the whole AI controversy. I'm not going to touch on that, but you can't deny the fact that Adrian Brody did his thing. And number 3 is Honora. Honora was a film I wasn't sure I was going to love, but I ended up being one of my favorite movies of the year. Considering I'm not the biggest Sean Baker fan, however, this one is the one where it finally clicked for me. I think the Sean Baker heads are kind of mad at this one considering it is his most mainstream, but this is the one that finally worked for me and I just loved it. Number 2 is The Substance. I just love and adore this film. I saw it many times. I love showing people, I love seeing their reaction. It is just so bonkers and everything I want in a film. I'm a big body horror guy, and I love that this horror film is getting the recognition that it deserves. Man, I just love this film. But a no-brainer, number 1, the best movie since March of last year is Dune Part 2. Let's be real. No other film compares to Dune Part 2. It is such an achievement. Denis is actually my favorite director of all time. Call me biased all you want, but he made one of the best movies ever. And Dune Part 2 should be getting its flowers, but unfortunately it's not. But this is my favorite film of the year. Unfortunately it won't win, but it wins in my book.